How has your personal life changed, like when you go out, now that you're this super celebrity?
Whoa. I don't think I knew that till you just said that. You know, in LA, people are kind of used to seeing actors and stuff, so they kind of, and then, I don't know, maybe, I think LC, you know, I think Joe, you know, he's so recognizable and he's really big, but I think for me, people will say to me, do you watch HBO? I say, yeah. They go, do you watch True Blood? And I say, I do. They say, you kind of look like that girl who plays Paige. So that's more what happens, you know. But the thing that has really changed is, you know, I'll cry again. But I do all this animal rights stuff and all this environmental stuff. And that's, people ask me to show up at things and talk about stuff and do PSAs, so I'm a lot busier. So it's, now the trick is to, you know, juggle the schedule. But it's great. You know, it's really nice to get to come to things like this and get to drive around Ford Mustangs and, you know, Fry Boots sent me some boots, like, you know. So it's kind of, it's a great thing to be doing a job that you love, that people are enjoying, and that you get to keep doing, and then you also get to do your personally fulfilling things because of that. So it's really nice.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello again.
Hi.
It's another Alexander Expressburg. Yeah, I love Eric. Is he going to be here at Phoenix Comic Con next year? He should totally show up.
I don't know. I don't even know where he is right now. I think I know what continent he's on. But yeah, I don't know.
I'll add it on to the requested list.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he's really great. He's very sweet. Hi.
I'm a theater major here, and I was wondering what your first professional audition was like.
Oh, wow, I'm trying to remember. I mean, auditioning is an interesting beast because it's very different actually than what it's like to be on the set. So it's a whole other animal. So you have to kind of, to be an actor, you know, mainly the business of being an actor is auditioning. And so they're all kind of their own little performances. And the rooms are very, you know, some are friendly, some are not friendly. And I think that, you know, even after I've probably done thousands of auditions, they still feel funny. And it's an odd thing to do. You know, you walk into a room and, hi, 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 hi. And then they say, you ready? You go, yeah. And then you do your little skit, you know, you perform for these people in this little office building. And they go, thank you. And you go home. I mean, it's a very weird job. So, yeah, they're all, I'm sure the first one was as bizarre as the one I had last week.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever get used to it. And I can't remember what the first one was for. That's kind of good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I know you have to, I guess, practice a lot to get used to the things, but how do you deal with having to get, you know, ill and
Yeah, that takes a while. You just sit in the chair. It's a couple hours between hair and makeup. I mean, the guys are in and out of there much faster, but yeah, you know, I really love the makeup artist that I have on True Blood. I've had her for, I think, almost 3 years. And she's a dog person too, and so we sit and talk animals. But you know, also 4 or 5 in the morning, we're pretty quiet. So really, you just get used to sitting there for 2 hours. Yeah.
I've read all the books, and I think you guys all nail the characters pretty well. So my question to you is Charlene Harris always on set, and does she give you guys a lot of feedback as far as like the characteristics of, you know, your characters based off the books and things like that?
She doesn't. I don't think I met her till, I don't know, season 2 or something, when she emailed me and said, want to have lunch. And I think she was on the set, and I know she did a cameo, but she really leaves that world separate to Alan. We were at Comic-Con, and she was on the panel, and she said she thinks of it totally separately. And, you know, they don't really, mainly as an actor, casting is a lot of it, and then, so they feel like they hired the right person, kind of like when I got my tattoo. I went to the guy and was like, I'm just gonna, you seem to know what you're doing, and that seems to be what they do. They help you and talk to you and guide you, but both Alan and his team and Charlene just kind of let us do our thing. And it's one of the reasons why it's a really pleasant group of people to work for. You feel like you're working with them. Same with HBO. They're really incredible.
Just for a quick thing, you swear the lines too.
He looks behind him.
It's unfortunate my mom actually walked out for a second because she needed to drop off my sister.
Oh.
She loves you more than anyone else on the show. It's unfortunate that you walked out for
Oh, look, the other thing.
But she's also a really big animal lover. In fact, she just adopted an old German Shepherd in Kentucky this past year. And I wanted to ask you, well, because you said you do a lot of work with animal shelters and other organizations, a few of the organizations that you work with.
You know, the list is really growing because there's so many, whatever your thing is, you know, God, this planet needs help. So that I keep, you know, I was working with a local animal shelter in LA, the Amanda Foundation. They're great. We do some True Blood fundraisers. We're doing a concert in July with Todd Lowe's band, Terry Bellafleur, and then Ginger, who works with me at Fantasia, Tara Buck, the screamer. Wait till you see this season. Oh my God. We were playing one clip of her for a week on the set. We just kept saying, play it again, play it again. And her Pierce is an amazing musician, and then, well, my husband. So, but then we started working with IFA. My husband's CDs, we give proceeds to help whales. And then there was this tiger stuck at a truck stop in Louisiana. Tony the Tiger is the weirdest thing. They just put him in the parking lot of this freaking truck stop. So then, and I was on Twitter like, God, what is wrong with people? And I got an email saying, hey, you want to do a PSA for Tony the Tiger? Yes. You know, and I was in the Philippines, and they were serving shark fin soup, and I thought, what do you do with the rest of the shark? Right? They said nothing. They just amputate the fins and throw them back in. So, and I went, my God. So I started working on that, and so it's just endless. And then, you know, we went to Africa. It was heartbreaking, but the elephant ivory trade is unbelievable. So we're working on that, and then I just can't say no. You know, someone calls and says, you know, and then I was speaking on human rights for gay people. You know, you can't, like, I mean, just when I say I can't do it anymore, I'll get an email and they said, you know, would you show up because it helps repair cleft palates of children in third world countries? You can't go, you know, actually I was going to watch Game of Thrones today. I'm a little tired. You know, so I just I'm just so flattered that they keep asking. And as long as I'm standing, I'll just keep showing up.
That's great.
Yeah, thank you for asking.
I was wondering what ambitions in the entertainment industry you have outside of acting. Directing a lot of actors.
Right.
Behind the camera.
They do, and Stephen Moyer, I think, is moving. A few people. Carrie Preston just shot another movie, directed, and Jim Parrott just directed a movie that my husband's in. He asked my husband to be in it. It didn't ask me. And then what? And then he needed a guitar player in his defense. And then Stephen Moyer. But I don't want to do anything else on the set. I like not having, I've got my hands full over here. I don't want to know what the director and the camera people are doing. Just tell me what to do and where to stand, and I'll say my lines. But I do, that's another thing I'm spending a lot of time doing, is I'm writing. So I'm trying to, we'll see if, it ever comes out, if it's ever readable, but I'm writing fiction. And that's a huge passion of mine. And then also, I went to fine arts school, so I paint, and I've been painting for, since junior high. And that's something I love so much. And I'm trying to get enough time to get pieces to do a show. So KristinBauer.com, you can see my artwork. And yeah, that's pretty much every night I made a rule, no television. I have to go for 2 hours a day and do my thing. So I'm writing or painting 2 hours every night. And it's a huge passion.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. So I'll be at the concert at 6 at the Hyatt at the Sunday. Thank you. It was almost like God's will. I heard this Sunday. Thank you. And yeah, and I guess I'm headed to a photo thing.
If you didn't get up and ask questions, you'll be back here for more questions.
Yeah, and I'll be there till like just before the Hyatt.